In the south of Johannesburg, where protests have broken out. And for the latest now, let's cross back to Enerdale, where our reporter, Chriselda Lewis, is. Chriselda, good afternoon. Nice to chat to you once again. Is the situation there getting any better?
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Aubrey. Certainly it is not getting better. As you can see here behind me, there's quite a strong police presence here trying to keep the residents of the Kapok informal settlement away from the IEC centre that has been set up for this weekend's registration. Of course, you will know that since yesterday, there's been absolutely no registration here at the Kapok informal settlement here in Enerdale. The residents here are saying that they're not happy with the services that have been delivered to this area. They're saying that the last time they saw their councillor in this area was about 3 years ago. So a bit earlier on, there were scuffles between the residents of this area as well as police. The residents set some tyres on fire and essentially police had to drive some of their nyalas into the informal settlement to try and get the residents away from the IEC centre that has been put up here. They're saying they do not want the Independent Electoral Commission officials in this area. They're saying they're not interested in registering until some of their concerns, including housing, water and electricity, are addressed. They're saying that they understand the consequences of not ensuring that they're eligible to vote, in that they may not participate in the election a bit later on this year. But here behind me, you can see that the police are trying to ensure that there's a sense of normality. The residents are standing way up there towards their houses and are saying that they want the police to remove the IEC from this area. They want this structure to be closed. They're not interested in registering. But let's just chat to, we're very fortunate, I must say, Aubrey, in that we did quite not agree with the police, in that we wanted to speak to some of the residents. We needed to pull them to a place that is a bit safer for us to broadcast here. We've had to move our outside broadcast vans from away up that area to where we are now, of course, to ensure that we're not caught in the crossfire here. Mama, let's speak to you, who's one of the residents of here, Kapok. How long have you been staying at Kapok, and what are some of your major concerns?
I've been in Kapok for 38 years. That's my age. I was born here. I've got my mother still here, my brothers and sisters, we all here. All of us, I have an older sister that is 45. She was also born here. So here in Kapok, since we voted for our councillor, we haven't seen her for 3 years. We have nothing, like in nothing. There's no service delivery, there's nothing. Only when it's time for voting, they come and they give people work for a certain time, and then after that voting is finished, the people's work are also finished. So we don't want anything to do with voting and everything. We only want the people to leave us in peace, because some of them call us monkeys. So I believe monkeys stay on the mountain. So we are monkeys. Let them leave the monkeys alone and let the monkeys stay on the mountains, because they don't really care about us.
Mama, let's speak to you as well. Beske sathatha nawe a bit earlier on usithi anonwabanga tu apha eKapok. Khawusixelele ingxaki zenu njeba umama beke wachaza nje ukuthi noko ingxaki sikhona apha eKapok. Khawusixelele nje ngokwakho njeba yintoni le oexperienceayo apha eKapok.
Apha eKapok mama asina nix. Ndizalelwa apha eKapok, ndina 46 years ngoku, andina nix. Ngoku into esimangazayo kulonyaka badala sivota sibona into. Dala siregister igcwele ID mama. Namhlanje asisafuni labantu laba IEC lana, because abasenzeli nix. Labantu bathola izitepi singathi sithola amapolisa azizigebenga ayenze house breaking endaweni etsikile. Ayisindawo yehousing le, asiyamapolisa, ayise IEC yethu. So siva kabuhlungu basizobulawa endaweni yethu singakwazi ukuthetha ekubeni siqhela uvota 20 years back. So asifuni nix, sifuna uzuma la. Asifuni lezi sidakwa lezi bamama esinika zona sizosibulalisa ngalabantu ngoku. Sithini thini?
Ke ngoku mama uyayiqonda ke ngoku into yokuthi xa ungaregisterishanga awuzukwazi uvota ke ngoku kule election lezayo. Ucinga ntoni njalo mhlambi ngalonto leyo?
Andinangxaki mama, ngoba andenzi ngokuthanda. Ndinyanzelwa sisimo. Andikwazi ukuthi oko ndivota for 20 years ye democracy ngabi na nix. Caba ndizawufela apha, ndizalela abantwana apha, ndinabazukulu ngoku ndilapha. Ithini into xa itsho kanjalo? Siyasetyenziswa ngabantu apha. Kufa abantu apha into sibona imoshari. Ebulwa ngalabatsotsi bamapolisa bazobalahla apha emagadini yethu masithetha bakhona ukusinceda.
Siyabulela Nkosi kakhulu. Just to Aubrey break down what some of the residents here are saying is that many of them have been living here for 34 years, some of them even more than that, saying they've not seen any service delivery in this area, saying that the councillor, they last saw the councillor of this area about 3 years ago, saying that they do not want the Independent Electoral Commission officials here. They want to be left alone. They've been voting in the past elections, but they're not seeing any service delivery coming to this place. I asked her a question whether does she not understand the consequences, of course, of not coming to register or checking if she is at all eligible to vote in the upcoming election. She says she does understand the consequences of that. She's not interested in that. They're just sick and tired. They don't want anybody to come here. The one lady saying she doesn't want to see the councillor. She'd rather prefer, of course, if President Jacob Zuma came to come and see them here. But essentially what is happening here at the moment, I'm going to ask our camera person, Given Masidoni, to pan just a little bit as police are here towards my right-hand side. They're trying to make sure there that the residents do not come close to the structure which has been set up here by the IEC, but absolutely no registration has taken place here today. Police are trying to ensure that the residents continue to stay at the spot where they are, right there on the top. That's all that we have for you at this point. We'll certainly bring you up to speed with the latest a bit later on.
Many thanks, Chriselda. That was our reporter there, Chriselda Lewis, speaking to us live from Enerdale in the south of Johannesburg.